Friday the 13th, the final chapter, is the fourth slasher in the legendary Jason saga. Some folks just call it Part 4. Directed by Joseph Zito and produced by Frank Mancuso Jr., it slashed its way into theaters on April 13th, 1984, thanks to Paramount Pictures. They hyped it as the actual end of Jason's terror spree. Although, let's be honest, we all know how those final horror movies go. The plot picks up immediately after Part 3, keeping that wild, almost real-time sequel vibe going. Composer Harry Manfredini is back for the creepy music. And get this, makeup legend Tom Savini, the OG monster maker from the first movie, returned just to give Jason the gory send-off fans craved. As for the cast, Corey Feldman debuts as Tommy Jarvis, Jason's future nemesis. Crispin Glover, meanwhile, delivers that infamous party dance. Supposedly improvised based on how he actually grooved in clubs, filmed to AC/DC but dubbed with "Love is a Lie." Instant meme material. Right after Part 3's climax, Jason's dead body gets dragged to the morgue. Of course, he springs back to life, promptly hacksaws the coroner, and guts a nurse. Jason then books it back to Crystal Lake, where a van packed with, let's say, adventurous teens, and the sweet Jarvis family next door are blissfully unaware of the carnage about to unfold. And those kills? Straight up savage. Corkscrews, cleavers, a head-squishing shower scene, even an axe to the chest. You name it, someone gets it. The finale is pure horror gold. Trish and little Tommy try to barricade themselves in the house. Tommy grabs the clippers, shaves his head, and passes himself off as a young Jason to confuse the killer. Trish finally knocks off Jason's hockey mask, and Tommy goes absolutely berserk, finishing Jason off while shrieking, "Die, die, die!" You know the drill. Jason twitches, but is he really dead? Come on, it's Friday the 13th. It wraps up with Tommy in the hospital, giving a seriously disturbing stare, setting up the next chapter. Behind the scenes, there's just as much drama. Producer Mancuso Jr. was kind of over the whole Friday franchise and wanted to call it quits, even though Paramount knew dollar signs when they saw them. Director Zito, fresh off The Prowler, wasn't shy. He actually hired writer Barney Cohen out of his own paycheck because he didn't want to write the script himself. Jason actor Ted White went full method, barely speaking to the cast to keep them scared for real. He actually thought Feldman was a little terror on set. And the famous window grab scene? Feldman, sick with the flu, was genuinely terrified because White waited and waited before grabbing him. So, how was it received? Critics were unimpressed, but fans were way more forgiving, with lots of love for the creative kills, Savini's gore, and a cast you actually kind of like. Of course, Jason wasn't done. Part 5 came out the very next year. But the final chapter still stands apart. It made Tommy Jarvis a series mainstay, went all in on practical gore effects, gave us an almost definitive Jason face-off, and bridged the gap between the raw first movies and the over-the-top sequels that came later. If you're doing a rewatch, pay close attention to those Savini effects, Glover's iconic dance, and Tommy's weird but awesome arc. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s on Substack for 80s movie history and reviews. And subscribe here on YouTube for daily video uploads.